Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy holidays. I know a lot of folks are celebrating Easter today. So I know you all are out there celebrating with your friends and your families. So hopefully it's a good day for all of you. But what is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing on this Sunday? How's everybody's weekend going? How's everybody's day going so far? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I greatly appreciate everybody who is tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out and share this channel out with everyone you know. I would greatly appreciate it. It does mean the world to me. But what is going on? So, we'll talk a little bit about yesterday's game briefly, right? We'll talk a little bit about it because I have some thoughts on it, right? Even though yesterday's loss was a gut punch, certainly inexcusable, but it is what it is. The loss went down, and you got to move on from it, right? The results don't change. So hopefully the Yankees go in with a series win, with a win today. I feel confident that they could do it, right? You got Max Fried on the mound, and we'll get into the Max Fried predictions. We'll get into all the predictions today, folks. But first and foremost, let's shout out the chat real quick. We got Gusto in the building. He's the first one in the building. Good morning to you, Gusto. Shout out to Gusto. Jonathan is in the building. William DeSico, Desiree. Good talking to you earlier. We got Susan in the building. We got OG Giku in the building. What's up? We got John the Beagle Dad. What is going on? Jacob Petruzzi's in the building. Robert is in the building. Bradley is in the building. Real Bill P is in the building. Lou, what is going on? What is up? What is up? What is up? So how's everybody doing? What's up, Chua? How's it going? What is going on? So listen, last night's game, it was lame. It was just absolutely lame, right? Or yesterday's game was absolutely lame, not last night. What up, Frederick? How's it going? But it was inexcusable the way the Yankees lost that game. They shouldn't have lost that game. Once again, it's totally inexcusable. They had the win was in their hands. They had a 4-run lead in the bottom of the ninth. All they needed was 3 outs. Now listen, Tampa Bay, they're a pesky team. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and just say Tampa Bay is a pesky team. Historically, for a number of years now, they've always given the Yankees a hard time. It's a simple fact. They got guys on that team that can hit. All right, they got guys on that team that could run. They're actually not a bad team. I know their record may say otherwise, but they're actually not that bad of a team. Once again, they give other AL East teams a hard time. All right. Now, and what's up to Ray? I see you in the chat. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Now, I know Devin Williams came into the game, and I know the game falls on him. Now, I was talking with Ace last night after the game was over. We talked a little bit for a little bit after the game was over, and shout out to the Ace, man. Ace Avenue's the man. But there was other problems besides Devin Williams in that inning, like Susan brings up, right? And I'm glad she brought it up because that was one of the things I was going to talk about. Cabrera made that error that went way over. I don't want to say way over, but it went over Goldschmidt's head and it went into the stands, and it was an automatic double. All right, it was the runner automatically took second base because of a terrible throw by Oswaldo Cabrera. And that's what that kind of started things. That kind of started that rally for the Rays. Okay. And when that happens, unfortunately, right, I don't care if it's Devin Williams, and hell, I'll even bring up Clay Holmes because that kind of reminded me of a Clay Holmes moment from last season. I hate to bring his name up, but hear me out. That was a bad throw thrown by Oswaldo Cabrera. That started a little bit of a rally for them. All right. When a team makes an error, right? And then on top of that, they get an extra base, right? Especially if they get an extra base on top of it, the other team is going to do everything they can. They're gonna seize that opportunity. And a team like the Rays would how pesky they are, they're going to make it happen, right? So bad throw by Cabrera. Okay, there was another ball that was hit to Anthony Volpe. He ran towards the ball, but I don't think he charged it hard enough. I feel like if he charged it a little harder, he maybe could have gotten him out. But I'm just saying there was a couple of mistakes made by the defense that led to a rally by the Rays. Okay? And again, I'm not totally excusing Devin Williams here. And historically, Devin Williams in the months of March and April, he usually does not start off well. He doesn't. But you make those errors, right? And you don't make those plays, the other team is going to rally. Okay, it's as simple as that. I'm not coming up with excuses for Devin Williams. He should have still been able to close out that game. But when the defense behind you doesn't do their job, it's going to add a little bit more pressure. Now, I will say this. As of right now, they're not going to switch the closer role. We all know that. We all know Devin Williams is still going to be the closer. But I will say this. If later on in the season this continues being a trend, right, where we kind of saw some of this stuff with Clay Holmes last season, then I don't think the Yankees should fuss, right? I don't think they should waste any time. I think I think they need to make that change to Luke Weaver. But again, if it becomes a big a continuous thing with Devin Williams not closing out games. Yeah, and Lou, he's not good in the early months. March and April, he doesn't pitch well. After April, from May through the rest of the season, he starts to turn it around. He starts to pitch well, and we have seen him in a couple of recent outings, where he came into the game, he closed the game out with no problems. We saw what this guy can do. All right, but again, Williams is to blame, but some of the defense is also to blame too behind him. All right, once again, the bad throw from Cabrera that started the rally. All right, and then there was also again a ball that Anthony Volpe was running towards. I feel like he could have charged it a little harder, and he made the throw, he made the play, but the runner was safe. That scored a run. So, again, once errors are made, the other team is going to make you pay for it. And we've seen that with the Yankees before. When they make defensive mistakes, they end up losing the game. And forget about it. When the game goes into extra innings, ever since the ghost runner rule has been put in place, the Yankees in extra innings have been terrible. They were one of the worst teams when it comes to extra innings. So when they went into extra innings, I truly started to worry. I was just like, I don't know that this team is going to win, right? I don't like to be that negative fan. I don't like to, put out that negative energy, right, and saying, okay, I give up. But historically, we've seen it where the Yankees, once again, with the ghost runner rule, they haven't played well. They end up losing most of those games. But we could slice and dice it however we want. We could point the finger at whoever we want. What happened yesterday, once again, unacceptable. We can't go back and change the results, unfortunately. I mean, if there's a way, please let me know, because I would love to relive that game again and change what happened. But it is what it is, folks. It sucks. And I don't like the ghost runner either. I understand why Major League Baseball did it, but I'm not a fan of it. But it's what's done is done. What's done is done. We got to move on. Hopefully, we could focus on today, right? Put yesterday in the past. Yesterday's game sucked, no doubt. But hopefully the Yankees can take the win today and, get the series win. I'll take 3 out of 4. If 3 out of 4 is bad for some of you, I understand, but respectfully, I have to disagree. Anyhow, let's focus on today's game. Let's see what the Yankees can do. All right. Make sure you all go do vote in that poll that I put out. All right. It looks like I have 15 votes so far because I asked how many innings does Max Fried pitch, and 15 votes. And the majority of you, the majority of you, the 60% of you said that he will pitch 4 to 6 innings. 7 to 9 innings is 27%. 1 to 3 innings, 13% of you. All right. So let me know what you all think. Let me know how many innings you think he'll pitch, and we'll go over predictions. So let me actually pull up the lineup real quick. All right. And while I'm pulling up the lineup, there is some Yankees news. Clayton Beeter is supposed to start a game for Single A Tampa, so it looks like he's beginning his rehab assignment. So hopefully, we see him back sooner rather than later. I really do want to see Clayton Beeter. I know health has been a little bit of an issue, but he's got some good stuff. I do like Clayton Beeter, so hopefully we see guys like him and Loaiza come back and make this bullpen better, because the Yankees do certainly need it. And we got my guy Rodney in the building. What is up, Rodney? How's it going? I know it's early, bro, but you know how much I appreciate you tuning in. But as I always say, hey, if you need to sleep in and get some more sleep, by all means, go and do it, bro. But whenever you tune in, man, I know it's an early one for you. It's always appreciated. But the early games, I understand, especially where you are, bro. But more power to you. But let's talk about this lineup here, folks. Let me make this full screen. That is your starting lineup right here. So we'll it's a little different today. So let me know what you all think. Okay. So Trent Grisham is leading things off. He'll be playing center field. Aaron Judge, the captain, will be DHing in today's game. Cody Bellinger will be taking over right field duties. He'll be batting third. Paul Goldschmidt at the cleanup spot. He's playing first base. Jazz Chisholm Jr. batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Anthony Volpe batting fifth, should I say. Anthony Volpe batting sixth. He'll be playing shortstop. Austin Wells is at the dish. He'll be batting seventh. Jason Dominguez batting eighth. He'll be playing left field. And batting ninth, folks, it is Oswaldo Cabrera. He'll be playing third base. And on the mound today, folks, it is the 2025 ace taking over the ace duties this season. It is left-handed pitcher Max Fried, folks. People in the chat, what do you all think about this lineup? How do you all feel about this lineup? Little different lineup, right? No Ben Rice in the lineup today. I even though Ben Rice's X-rays and came back negative, so there is no injury or anything to Ben Rice. So that's a good thing. They're probably just giving him a day off just to protect his elbow, which I don't blame the Yankees for doing that. Maybe he'll come in a pinch hit situation if need be, but we'll see. D Train says, hopefully, honestly, Volpe should be batting ninth. I think you need to put Austin Wells after Paul Goldschmidt, honestly. And then you move, and I've been saying this. Austin Wells after Paul Goldschmidt, and then you go Jazz Chisholm and then Anthony Volpe. So Anthony Volpe, I think, should be like your 7 or 8 guy. I think Dominguez, even at this point right now, I think Dominguez needs to be hitting ahead of him. But I think Jazz and Volpe should be the 7-8 guys. The way these guys are hitting, right? So there's a couple of things I would change in this lineup. There's a couple of guys that should be hitting ahead of both Volpe and Wells. Or Volpe and Jazz. So with Volpe and Jazz, you gotta you keep those guys next to each other, but you got to move them down in the lineup. That's what I think. And Ray's saying maybe switch Wells and Bellinger. Yeah, I might be with that. I actually, I might just put Wells at number 2 and then Judge at number 3. And you may have to move Cody Bellinger. I know Bellinger has been on a slump lately. I know it's still early in the season. I know the game. I know it's he hasn't been hitting well. He's another one of those guys that I'm looking at that needs to absolutely improve at the plate. But let me know what you all are thinking. But the lineup once again, it's a little different, but it's about what you expected. I didn't expect Trent Grisham to hit leadoff, but you know what? He's been red hot. He's been red hot. I know. I know, and I'm looking at everybody's opinions here. I'm loving everybody's thoughts and what they think should be done with the lineup. I totally respect it. There's a few changes that they can make with this lineup. Definitely they can make with this lineup. But this is the lineup. All right, this is the lineup. Hopefully these guys go out and get the win. Hopefully Max Fried goes out and gets the W today. All right, and the defense does a better job today. Right, the defense for the most part this season has been doing well. I mean, the Yankees defense to me from last season is a night and day difference. I feel like this team is looking a lot better defensively. Yes, they had their mishap yesterday, but I do like where this team is at defensively. All right, what's up, Dev? How's it going? And we got Cancel in the building. What's up, Cancel? Rice is not in the lineup because they're probably just to protect him. He got hit in the elbow yesterday and they took him out of the game. Once again, x-rays came back negative, but they're probably giving him a day off just to protect him, just for his own safety. And he got hit twice yesterday, which was bad luck for him. But what are you going to do? But folks in the chat, that is your lineup. Max Fried on the mound. So let's get into these predictions, people. Max Fried. Let's talk about Max Fried. What does he do today? What does Max Fried do today? How many innings does he pitch? How many strikeouts? How many walks? How many runs? What does Max Fried do today? So looking at the poll, it looks like 17 of you have voted. And it looks like 65% of you said 4 to 6 innings. 24% so far said 7 to 9. 12% said 1 to 3. But let me know. Bad luck or intentional, I guess we will never know for sure. Yeah, D-Train, I mean, I'm not going to say it was intentional. I don't think it was intentional, but getting hit twice, I mean, you would think, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think they were trying to hurt Rice. If they were, then shame on them. It's kind of that's a cowardly move, but I don't think the Rays were doing it on purpose. So let's see everybody's predictions for Max Fried. What does the ace do? So John the Beagle Dad is saying 5 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. Susan thinks 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. Okay. Let's see some more predictions. I'll give my predictions too. I just want to see what everybody else's predictions are. What up, CeeLo? Have a great day, man. Thanks for checking in, bro. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully life is good. Hopefully the family's good. But let's see those Max Fried predictions. Lou is going 7 innings, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run. Okay, I like those numbers. I like the 10 strikeouts. I like the 10 strikeouts predictions. William is going 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits. Cancel is going 7 innings. He's saying strikeouts. He thinks about 10. He walks maybe 1 or 2. I dig that. D-Train's going 7 innings, 6 strikeouts, 2 earned runs, and 2 walks. Poisonous food, maybe. Oh boy. Good one, Susan. CeeLo is going 7 innings, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 2 runs. Ray Clichter is going 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 walks. Okay, cool. Any other predictions, folks? Once again, let's see what other predictions people come up with, and I'll give you mine. So I will give you mine, and I'll let you know what I think. What I think he's going to do. Max Fried right now, Cancel, is 3-0. he has a 3-0 record with a 1.88 ERA, which is fantastic. He's the best pitcher in the rotation so far. So hopefully he can go out, pitch an excellent game. Hopefully the Yankees bats come alive and do what they're supposed to do. Do I think the Orioles beat the Reds today? I think they can, Shua. I think the Orioles can beat the Reds. Yes. So my Max Fried prediction, I'm going 7 innings. I think he could go 7 strong. I'm going to give him 7 innings. I'm going to go 8 strikeouts. All right, I'm going to give him 8 strikeouts. I'll give him 2 walks. And then I'll say he gives up 2 runs today. All right, so 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 runs, in 7 innings. Book it. That's my prediction for Max Fried. There you go. That's what I got. All right, so 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks, 2 earned runs. So we'll go ahead and book that one. All right, and we'll see whose predictions come out right. It's always fun to do these types of predictions. You all already know, and I always appreciate folks that participate. And we got Beagle coming through with the home run predictions, which you know that's what I'm going to next. So let's go. Let's talk about home run predictions. Who is hitting a home run, or which batters are going to hit a home run? Is it one batter, or is it going to be multiple? John the Beagle Dad is going Judge, Grisham, Wells for home run. The Yankees as of late, man, they've been getting a lot of their runs on just timely hitting, which is great to see. Susan is going Grisham home run. Remember, they are going against Ryan Pepiot, and Ryan Pepiot right now he's 1-2 with a 4.91 ERA. Susan's going Grisham. Beagle is going Judge, Grisham, Wells. Chua thinks Goldie. Yeah, I think Goldie might be due. I would say Goldie's probably due for a home run. Let's see some more home run predictions from all of you. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see what everybody else is thinking. And once again, I'll give you mine. CeeLo is going Wells, Grisham, Dominguez. Okay, I dig it. Grisham, Volpe, Wells, and Jazz is what Cancel is thinking for the Yankees. And then for Tampa Bay, he's going Diaz, their center fielder, right fielder, and shortstop. Okay. So let's look at that lineup real quick. So center fielder, which is Simpson, it's their prospect that's playing today. Their right fielder is Mangum. Shortstop, that's Caballero. And who's the other guy? And Diaz. Okay, got it. Yeah, Susan says I think Goldie is more liable to hit singles and doubles. I'm fine with that. Goldschmidt's been an upgrade over Rizzo, and he's been getting some great, some timely hits. I'm liking what Goldie's doing so far, and I hope that consistency continues throughout the season. So here's my home run predictions, folks. My home run predictions. All right. I'm going to go Judge because I feel like Judge is due for one. It's I think it's not due. He actually hit a home run a couple of days ago, so I don't want to say he's due for one, but I'm going to go Judge. I'm going to go Aaron Judge. I'm going Jason Dominguez. I feel like he's due for one. So Judge, Dominguez. You know what? I'm going to pick him, and I'm going Jazz Chisholm Jr. All right? Those are my 3 picks. I'm going Judge, Jazz, and Dominguez. Those are my 3. So let's see if any of those 3 guys hit a home run. If all 3 of them hit a home run, that would be freaking fantastic. And D-Trade says Trent Bonds, Judge, Wells, and Dominguez are my home runs called today. All right, cool. I respect that. That's cool. I always if Jazz gets on, he steals. Well, while we're talking about Jazz Chisholm, what is I did implement a Jazz Chisholm prediction. What does Jazz Chisholm do today? How well? What does he do? Does he go, 1 for 2, 3 for 4, 0 for 4? What are we thinking for Jazz Chisholm? How do we feel he's going to do? I think Jazz Chisholm, you know what? I think he's going to go. I know I said he'll hit a home run. I think it'll be a solo shot, but I think he'll go 1 for 4 today. There you go. I'll go 1 for 4 for Jazz. Susan's going 2 for 4. Lou's going 1 for 4. CeeLo's going 1 for 4. Yeah, I mean, we all want Jazz to get on base. There's a few guys that need to get on base, but Jazz especially. You want Jazz to get on, yeah, for sure. I'm a D-Train. I am 100% right there with you, dude. I'm right there with you. That's what I want for him, man. I want him to just make contact with the ball more instead of just and getting timely hits instead of just constantly swinging for the freaking fences, man. It drives me insane when he's doing that. Him, Volpe, like, these guys need to be more consistent at the plate. Consistency clearly has not been a thing for these guys, but here we are. You know what I mean? But once again, hopefully these guys can improve throughout the season. But only time will tell. Better beware of Yandy. We've kept him in check, but we've seen a Yankee kill in the past. Yeah, Yandy is exactly that. There, Susan, you are not wrong. So Yandy is exactly that. But today's score predictions, what do we have, folks? What is the score today? Are the Yankees winning? Is it Tampa Bay winning? If whoever's winning, what is the score? Prediction. So Cancel's going 8-7. He's going 14 innings. So you think this game is going to go to extra innings? Okay. Rays are a sneaky team. Indeed, they are. Oh, they're definitely an extra. Yeah, the Yankees suck in extra innings ever since the Ghost Runner was implemented. I've already said that. Pasty, I talked about it earlier at the beginning of the show. I had my own opinion on it. I wasn't necessarily trying to make excuses, but there was a lot of factors. There was a few things that factored into the Yankees' loss yesterday. But let's check these score predictions. 5-4 from Beagle. 6-2 Lou. Susan's going 7-5. CeeLo thinks 4-3, so he thinks it'll be an early game, or not an early game, but a low scoring game. It'll be a very close game. That's cool. What else? 6-2 Yanks, yeah, is what D-Train is hoping for since we got Max Fried on the mound. Absolutely. What else we got, folks? Any other score predictions? I'll give you mine here momentarily. Any other score predictions? Let's talk about it, folks. And we got my boy Gusto once again coming through with the like, share, subscribe notification. I appreciate you, man. Let's get those likes up. It does really help out with the channel. Once again, anybody that's new to the channel, if you're watching this for the first time, make sure you all hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Gusto coming through with the 7-3 score. So, you know what? I think this game, based on the scores, let me look at the scores in this series again. Yeah, obviously we all know yesterday's scores, so I won't talk about. I won't dive too deep into that, obviously. But let's see here. What are we doing? All right, Friday's score. Friday's score was, I think, the 1-0. Yeah, that was the 1-0 game. That was a game that the Yankees should have lost. I mean, when you look at it historically, how they've played would a 1-run lead. But anyway, they won on Thursday 6-3. So I think today's game, you know what? I'm gonna go 6-4 for today's game. I am going 6-4. I go ahead and put that in the books. I think Yankees go 6-4. That's what I think their prediction. That's what I think the score is going to be. That is my prediction. So it is 6-4. That is my prediction for today's game. So hopefully my prediction comes true and it's a Yankees win. So I think Fried's going to pitch fantastic though, and I think the bats are going to come. Bats will do well. It's just a matter of closing out the game the way you're supposed to close out the game, and the defense doing their job, right? So after all, it is a team effort. Max gives up a 2-run shot early, and that's it. Yeah, I think he gives up 2 runs there, Pasty. That was my prediction. So, but yeah, that's my score prediction. So cool. Let's get into everybody's favorite segment, people. Let's talk about food. What are you all snacking on? What are you all eating on? I know a lot of you are celebrating today. But what are you all having? What are you all cooking up? Are you all ordering something? What's going on, folks? What are we munching on today? What are we snacking on today? What do we got, folks? What are we eating today? Let me know in the chat. I always like to know what folks are cooking up or what they're ordering. I didn't really eat much this morning, just because it's still somewhat early. I did have a little fruit, a couple of dates, so it was good. Pasty says beef and cheese mini tacos. That's what's up, Pasty. And by the way, Pasty, I hope the babies are doing well, man. I hope the twins are doing well. But beef and cheese mini tacos, that sounds really good. What else we got for food, folks? What's up, Jared? How's it going there, bud? Drop those food comments. Come on. Yeah, I talked about yesterday's game already, so I gave my thoughts on it. But yesterday's results are yesterday's results. Got to focus on today. Can't go back and change it. Okay, Susan says she had a big breakfast and she got her popcorn ready for the game. All right, Susan, cool. Yeah, I bet, Pasty. Yeah, twins, man. I mean, you got your hands full there, bud. Chua said, yeah, thin crust pizza and bread and pizza sauce. Okay, dang, you're going in. Yesterday's game is history, exactly. It sucked, but the results are the results. So Jared's going 6 innings pitched for Max Fried, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned run, 2 hits. Grisham and Judge go deep today. All right, Jared. Jared coming through with the predictions. Cool. What do you think Jazz does today, Jared? What do you think Jazz Chisholm does today? And then what's your score prediction? Drop those real quick. And let's see some more food comments. I don't know what I'm going to eat. I'm debating pizza. I might order a sandwich. I don't know yet, but I got to make a decision here real soon because the game does start here in a little less than an hour. Pancakes and turkey bacon. Okay, not bad. I do love me some pancakes. I definitely love me some pancakes. But yeah, I'm thinking pizza, maybe a wrap, maybe a sandwich. I don't know. Jared thinks Jazz goes 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Oh boy. All right. So another bad game for Jazz. Copy. Got it. So, all right. Add food. So nobody dropping food comments. All right. So a few of you dropped it. I saw a few of you drop the food comments. But hopefully everybody's eating something good and snacking on something good, getting ready for the game. Pizza in Colorado, it's not great. I mean, there's a lot of chains out here, Susan, but there is a few spots that does New York pizza style pizzas. So I was able to find a couple of spots. I've had people tell me about a couple of spots. So I do specifically go to those places strictly for the New York pizza. And it is good. It is good. I'm happy with how it tastes, but there's a lot of like chain pizzas out here, but I will go out of my way for some good New York pizza. But if I'm in a pinch or something, I'll go for the chains, but it's not often. Ray's going turkey burgers. Okay, I like that. Turkey burgers. What else is everybody munching on? Yeah, the food post always gets me hungry. Always gets me hungry, and it certainly never fails. So, what else we got for food? Yes, I know WrestleMania. WrestleMania is tonight. It's the second night of WrestleMania, so I know a lot of folks will be tuning in. We got a lot of sports going on, folks. We got a lot of sports going on. I mean, WrestleMania, NBA playoffs. I'm sure. I believe there's some hockey playoff games today too. Plenty of baseball. So a lot of sports going on. A lot of sports going on. So we'll see what happens in those games, and we'll see what happens at WrestleMania. I saw some highlights of yesterday, so some good stuff. Tonight should be a really good one. So I know there's been a bunch of rumors about certain wrestlers, but I won't say anything. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. But folks, I'm going to keep this one a little bit shorter than normal. So I am going to end the stream here in a minute, but I do appreciate it, folks tuning in and hanging out for the pregame. I know today's Easter for a lot of you, so I know a lot of you go out and celebrate and spend time with your loved ones. By all means, do that. So I know a lot of folks are going to be busy today. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in, all right, and hanging out for the pregame. It is greatly appreciated. I hope to see some of you folks for the play-by-play. Hopefully we'll all get to hang out and watch the game together. I am looking forward to today's game. Hopefully the Yankees do come up with a win and take the series win. I'll end this poll here. And it looks like 70% of you who voted, it was 23 votes, 70% or 69% of you have said that it was 4 to 6 innings, and 21% of you said 7 to 9, 1 to 3 for 8% of you voted for that. But cool. I like it. But once again, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button if you have not yet. It does really help out with the channel. If you're new to this channel, you're watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button. All right. Hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing out this Strike Zone community. And I hope you all have a great day. Go ahead and share this channel out. I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully the weather is nice where you are, and you all get to go get some fresh air, go outside, enjoy today. And I'll see you all here soon in a little over a half hour. I'll see you all soon. We'll go live for the play-by-play. Let's go Yankees, and see y'all later. Have a good Sunday.